in the moment. And then I went to Czech Republic to...
Even if you are in prison, even if you are in jail, there would be someone on the deathbed,
Exactly.
living his last breath.
And feel what you feel, and do what you feel is right at the moment, because you never know if you have a tomorrow. So if today I want to travel. If tomorrow I want to lie down all day, a couple of days ago I've been beating myself for being lazy, not doing anything, and then at the end of the evening I'm like, okay, so today was that day, and it's okay to have a lazy days. Because I had crazy life, traveling like a crazy, to my son, bringing him up and down, and now I'm thinking, it's my time. Now at age 52, I think, now I do what I wanted. Child is adults, and now if I feel like it, going somewhere, I'm going somewhere. And especially when I discover, I think, deeper, more meaningful conversation with people. Why to go to these shallow pubs and, just drink alcohol? And I'm not interested in that. Because even my profession doesn't, as a therapist, I'm curious to know why people do what they do. And now when I understand this on deep, on soul level, then I understand that we want to evolve. Because the soul, if it's not evolving, even no matter how much money people have, you cannot see the shine in their eyes if they're just bored. Or they're unhappy no matter how much money they have. They're unhappy. So there is nothing more important than to be happy with whoever you do. If you have partner or if you don't, if you have money or you don't, if you have car or you don't, if you have children or not, it doesn't matter. Acceptance what it is, and understand this is my life, this is the soul desires, or because everything I do believe, everything is written somewhere like a scenario before we came to this body. And we all somewhere agreed it there. Okay, I will come to your life and I will be nasty to you. And I will beat you, or I will hit you, or I will rob you, or whatever. Or I rape you, in order for you to go on the next level and evolve and become better person. That's what I think. Now, and when I'm taking this from that perspectives, I'm like grateful for everything, to everyone who beat me, who robbed me, who left me, who's still annoying me now.
Insurance?
It's actually, today I was walking and I think there is the one guy really triggering something in me, and then I'm like, okay, he's showing me something that I still have some weak points. And if I want to evolve, I need to understand why. If it's triggering, it means I have something to work on. And I'm grateful now to triggers, because they showed me where I need to work.
So you genuinely believe in any negative outcome in your life, there is a reason for it and you accept it?
Yeah.
Really? That means like you are...
It took me a while.
Amazing level of peace with yourself.
You know what? Recently, when I started, because I've done a lot of therapy for myself, especially the time when my son left the school. He was the one of the best students in all year, and he was planning for very fancy degree in Trinity College. There is one of the very good university we have here in Dublin. And then in the 5th year, he just left the school. And that's when I actually went to therapy. First to therapy myself, then to study and learn. And after that, I understood everything. I started to understand why I've been beaten by parents, why I've been beaten by partners when in my 20s. And now I'm like, if I wouldn't be, if my friend wouldn't take money because I borrowed money from you and give it to my friend. And my friend in month's time, she said, sorry, I don't have it. And I paid to that lady who I borrowed. This was mother of my friend. I paid her 10% each month. And at that time, it was 30 years ago, it was $1,000. But at that point, I was earning $10 a month. So it was huge money for me. And I paid $100 each month percentage.
What?
So I was trying very hard. That's where I was going to Poland, bringing this stuff south. So a year or 2 years, I can't even remember exactly, I was paying percentage. Now, when I'm thinking back, I'm pissed off with myself. Why I didn't negotiate with that lady? Why I said to her, listen, 110% is too much. These people let me down. Why I could say to her, listen, let me just pay you back. Unfortunately, I cannot pay 1%, or maybe reduce it. Then I didn't, because my word is my law. And I'm actually admiring that person. I'm pissed off with that person who paid this percentage, and admiring her at the same time. Because I think the person who I admire, if she said that I will do it, I didn't do it as my friend said, sorry, we lost money and I cannot do that. I didn't. And I was going to Poland and to Russia. We were bringing bags and huge bags of salami and sausages to sell. And it was experience, because sometimes we were standing in the border for 3 days. These sausages becoming already, like a sticky. So we were washing them somewhere. Like, oh my God. And selling them again, and then washing again, putting oil so really like a shining, like a shoes. So, but when I'm looking back, all this shitty experience, they shaped me as a diamond. And I know I'm not a rotten person inside, as I could say, my friend, because she said, sorry, we don't have money. I didn't. For a year and a half, I think, I was trying to pay percentage. Then maybe a year later, I borrowed from another guy for 5% a day. And then I went to Czech Republic to vegetable factory where I was peeling the onions, sometimes 250 kilograms a day. And in half a year, but in Czech Republic, I was eating in the factory. I was stealing a couple of cucumbers for the Sunday. And all what I was buying, toothpaste and shampoo. And sometimes I was working 16 hours a day. We were living in a hostel. Not hostel, it was
community housing.
Community. So we had 2 bedrooms where was 7 people in 2 bedrooms, 1 shower and toilet. And I used to work 16 hours a day. So I was first to check out from the factory. I was coming from work until all people come, these 7 people, I was already took the shower half minute, because we need to respect each other, because 7 people wanted to shower and there was small tank. So I used to take a shower just minute. And I was with the air plugs lying down and sleeping already until all of them coming. And how many hours? 5 hours later, I was already on the factory on this or peeling cucumbers or onion, or going on the link, because we were pickling cucumber. So I was buying nothing for half year, and I paid this 1,000. Or half year or year, I can't remember exactly when. And now I'm looking back and thinking, why did I not negotiate? But then I'm grateful for that experience, because this pushed me out of my country. First I went to Czech, then I didn't like the relationship between Czech people and us.
Mm-hmm.
And so then I applied for Ireland, and look, I'm 24 years in Ireland, and I'm actually grateful that I'm here. Because because we were traveling a lot on the bus, and sometimes borders, and all what we were drinking in the bus, or what we were doing in the bus, drinking. As soon as we sit in the bus, because sometimes we will be 3 days in the border, and then we eat and drink, and then go in the market in the morning and start drinking again. So I might be an alcoholic by now, if I would stay in Belarus. So I'm pissed off still kind of with this friend, but if she wouldn't do that, I don't know what will happen. I could be dead already, or being like an alcoholic in Belarus. I don't know what could happen. So thanks to her not giving me money back, I become stronger, because immigration teaching you a lot, you know that. But if you become even single mother in immigration, and there is nobody like a granny or a mommy who you could throw the child and say, look, I need to go there. You bring this child everywhere with you. And then you pay into everyone. Okay, we created a little community a couple of years later after he was born. But at the beginning, I didn't have anybody who even when I lived with husband, I was paying to the girl, because I was studying. I was paying to the girl for childminder. So,
what's childminder?
Childminder is somebody who minds a child, because my ex, he used to come from work and he used to sleep, and I paid childminder for the time when he was sleeping. So now I'm okay. From time to time I get angry at something, of course. I'm still human, but I do understand it. I'm getting less and less and less, because I'm not expecting a lot. Because I know the expectations only leads to disappointment. But if we remind ourselves that nobody has to do anything, not like you have to do this to me, because I'm not expecting anything. And then if I exchange expectations for appreciations, that's when it's real happiness and curiosity, like you all travelers going, no expectation, don't know where I end up tomorrow. That's the beauty in that, and especially no expectations. I think this is just, I think
no expectation is one aspect, but being grateful when you don't have expectations is more important, because you can have no expectation in every sense also, right? But I think having the gratefulness is way more important. Like, your situation could be worse. Also, whatever situation you are in, no matter how shitty it is, there would be someone somewhere in the world who would do anything to have your situation.
True.
Even if you are in prison, even if you are in jail, there would be someone on the deathbed, living his last breath.
Yeah.
He will be happy to be in the prison.
Jail,
than being dying any moment.
Absolutely.
So
absolutely agree. And we all, Irish people, love to complain.
I think this is true for everyone. This I can tell you, having met every culture in the world, I would say everyone loves to complain. It's the personality.
But no, I think Irish people complain a lot.
I heard this as a joke, that the national sport of Poland is to complain.
National what?
Sport in Poland is to complain.
In Poland? Okay.
Yeah. Like it's true for every, like I'm telling you, I heard this in every culture that I've met, every country that I've been to, that people love to complain. There would be few of them where they don't, but everyone has a thing of complaining.
Like, I can't remember, but it was small percentage of the richest
Oh yeah,
world
I know.
population.
I think the number was something like if you have $500 with you in your account and no debt, you are in the top 1% or something like that, like top 5%, because everyone is in debt, some kind of it. So if you have no debt, is the biggest part. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
So
Yeah, so being grateful is the moral.